Um, so I realized that my last video that I made for you didn't have sound after Paul told me. And so I'm actually gonna walk you through step by step how to s- make a blog post in text and add like video and pictures. And so you can start doing it daily and start creating leads and sales consistently all the time. Good? Okay. So, what I will do is also create a Word document and translate it for you, also explaining what I'm doing step by step. So you have that to follow along because I know you may not understand everything I'm saying. Okay, so when you first log in to write a post, click on the text. This is your title, as it says. We'll call this post um, How to Post on Your Empower blog. Okay, and so here, what I've been doing instead of typing the post here, I will go down here and open up a file and type it here and then copy and paste it. So I'll show you. I was I was a little confused the first time I tried to post on my Empower blog. It took me it took took me a few hours to figure it out. I started getting a headache and then it happened. Here we go. Oops. I did it. You can. Here are three simple steps to create your first blog post. Hopefully, this will save you some time and aspirin. So step one would be, and I'll just make this up as we go along, which you can do, that's fine. So step one, log into your Power Post, and so at the top you would click on which one you want: text, audio, image, or video, right? And so for this one, for instance, we chose the text. So you'd click on the text and fill in your message title and okay. So this is how we would do it, how I would do it, how I'm going to do it. Step one, log in to your EN back office. At the top, you will see 4 blue icons that will, that when you click, okay, blue icons, they are for, let's see, at the top you'll see 4 blue icons, text, text, audio, what was the other one? Pictures, image, and video. Image and video. Right? Text, audio, image, and video. Step 2. Click on the image or the icon corresponding to the type of post you would like to make. All right, let's leave it like that. Click on the icon corresponding to the type of post you'd like to make. Oops. When the dialog then open a WordPad or WordPress. Word processor. may lose your work if you take too long to create your post. Take too long to create your post. Session times out, and you must log in and start again. Okay, I'm just going to separate a little bit, make it easier for them to see, right? And good. Step 2. Okay, step 3. Copy and paste your blog post from the Word document notepad to your EN blog, and let's see what button you click. Choose public blog, and then my Empower blog. Okay, so copy and paste your blog post from your document WordPad, the EN blog, to your EN blog. Choose the drop down field below. Choose where you would like to post public blog. So you put public blog. Okay, so choose public blog in the drop down field below your post. Then choose your blog page in the next, in the one below. Then choose your category in the last one below. Press you got some value, or you got some value. If this post helped you, or you got some value from it, please like and share. Please like, comment, and share. Oops. Oop. Let's see, can I make a smiley face? Yeah, that's, I don't know if that's a smiley face. How did they do it? Well, you know, you could just put your own little ending on it. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. And so, um, you know, we'll go like this just to do it. And then so all you gotta do is control all, or just, you know, you can just do like this, hold it down, and then just copy, bring it over here, and paste. Booyah, all done, right? And so, you know, you can add like links in there if you want. You know, what you do down here is like, you know, connect with me on Facebook. And then what you can do here. And then what you can do is, you know, put a link in there for your Facebook. So, all right, cool. Uh, and so what the title is here is when you put the title in, that'll be the link instead of like the URL. It'll show this. And so it'll be a live link. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Oh no. Okay, so let's try that again. Link facebook.com/Bari the Kid, and then connect with me on Facebook. Click here. What the hell? All right, so that's so weird. I wonder if it comes up different. We'll find out. And so so here, like you can add you choose public blog, and that'll be the public, so everyone can see it. That's the one you want to share with everybody to get more traffic, right? And so you can also share it within the company with your team, right? By clicking here. But as of right now, don't worry about it. Just choose the public blog. And then here, it'll be here your Empower blog. And then the category, you can either choose default category or EN blog or whatever. So I'll just choose default category. And then we'll talk about this later. All right, I'll go over, keywords and looking up keywords in another video and stuff like that. So you just do all that. This is good. And blam, hit publish. And yeah, that's it. Simple as that. So now that's posted out there, right? And so if we go and look at my blog, view and edit my blog. So if we go and look there, you can see that it's there. It's the first, it's right up on top. Yep. And so, oh, that didn't change. Okay, well, I'll look at that later. But, or you can just mess around with that and figure it out. But, so yeah, that's how you post a blog post. And so this is your blog link, which is your username. This will be your first one, and you can make more. I'll show you in another video. But, this is your username, and so it's just your username.empowernetwork.com. Now on Facebook doesn't like Empower Network links, and so what you'll have to do is go to badassbutton.com, right? And all you have to do is click right here, this right here, click it, and choose what you want the name of your URL to be at the end. So for mine, is going to be how to, let's see, blog a, right? But usually here you'll have looked up a URL or a keyword that you're targeting, and so it actually, mine would maybe look like how to create blog. Shit, hold on, I gotta go get my. Okay, I'm back. So all right, so here, you just put in your long tail keyword or your keyword or whatever you're targeting, and I'll talk about that later. But for now, you can just put in like the name of your blog or whatever, right? And so the content URL, that's where you're gonna put this in, right? Copy, paste. And page title, as you want it to appear, you could use your keyword again. If you're, so you just put in whatever, right? So how to blog on EN. All right. And page description, blogging tips for beginners and winners. All right. And you don't have to have a URL. If you want to put one in, you can. But just create the link and oops. Make sure there's just one HTTPS. Create the link and blow. So here's your link here, badasscontent.com, how to create blog. So you copy, this is your link that you can now go out and, post. Actually, so when people see it, they're like, okay, cool, and blam, bring them to your blog, and they can see everything that you've been doing and all that. So, that's how you post, right? And so, just to give you an idea of things that you can post about, right? Like, um, what to blog about. Um, you could, what you want to do is when you wake up in the morning, you know, go and look up an article having to do with something in our industry. Go look up a problem or an issue in our industry. If you don't have something that's already on your heart that you want to speak about, that you want to blog about, then go and look up something that's important in our industry that people want to talk about, or your target audience. Find something, uh, something that you can read, and then go and blog about it. Give your spin on it. I mean? Don't go just like copy and paste. Don't do that. You have to make your own content, original content. So you make your own blogs, right? No copying. And so, yeah. So for instance, I'll show you. I might go to Google, and one of the things that I know is big now that just happened recently is Brain Abundance just like completely flipped the script, like completely changed their payment structure. And then Telex Free just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, right? Which is huge. And they froze the earnings of the top 30 producers of the company, which is huge, right? And so, there's going to be a lot of people out there who just got, screwed out of, their livelihood, and are going to be looking for something different. And so what you could either do is talk about, you know you know do look something up, like for instance, like um you know uh MLM companies that fail, right? So you could look up one of these, any of them. We'll look at this one. Okay. And really, I mean, this is, you could do something like this, right? You read this article, um, see ethics, villains, this person's, let's see, why network marketing companies fail. So, you could do a blog about each one of these, right? If you wanted, you could do a blog about each one of these. Read this, and the villains. The person or persons has only one intent, no matter what the consequences are to distributors. They are going to make the most money possible in the shortest amount of time and put it in their pocket. They have no intention of building a company. If they have a product, they use low quality goods, mispay commissions, deliberately close a company, and disappear. These villains also include money game players who run pure pyramids, no product, calling themselves MLMs. They fly around the US holding meetings for the airplane game, now the space shuttle game. Another bunch of another bunch runs chain letters or gifting clubs, calling them the hottest MLM opportunities in America, right? And so what you could do is you could open up, write one blog post about, about this whole topic. Okay. Um, I'm gonna be doing a series, one intro. Hold on a second. Kids crying. All right, I'm back. So, let's see. Intro to um, series on why MLMs fail. Right now, you could do in this entire series at the end of your article or your blog, tie in that Empower Network is solid, right? And that they need to come here for security, right? Because the whole thing is why they fail, right? So people reading this are if they're in our industry are thinking, okay, they have a fear about that, right? That's one of their fears. And so you're touching a point on their fear, and then you can also, show them the light that Empower Network is solid, right? Empower Network will pay you. Empower Network is never, ever, ever gonna file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, right? Empower Network, Dave and Dave and the rest of the staff there, they don't fall under the villains category or the dummies category. You know what I mean? You could tie it into every single one of these, right? The networking pros, right? Or what I mean, they're not everything, right? Whatever all these, negative things on here, we are not that, right? And you tie that in at the end of each one of your blog posts. And so as you can see here, like there's a lot, right? There's a lot here that you could, this is one, two, your intro. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so that's 19 different blog post possibilities right here. And then you could even do like an intro to each one of these, topics. So you could do, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And so, you got 25 topics right here just on this one article that you could blog about, right? And so that's just an idea of how you can, you know, create tons and tons of content super, super easy. All you have to do is be creative, right? And try to put yourself in the mind of the target audience that you are trying to reach with your post, right? Because if you're not targeting anybody, you're targeting nobody. Right, right. Yeah, Paul's smart, man. I love that guy. So, so yeah, that's it. Um, I will also be. What are those kids doing? Hold on a second. All right. So yeah, that's it for the most part. And like I said, I'll be hooking you up with some notes that I'll translate for you, brother. So, all right. Peace.